Ever wondered why pro edited videos feel so smooth and engaging? Today, I'm breaking down the 7 must-know editing cuts, and I will show you exactly how to master each one using CapCut. These simple cuts will completely transform your storytelling. Alright guys, let's get started. The hard cut, or sometimes called standard cut, is basically just a simple cut between 2 clips. In CapCut, we have these 2 clips in the timeline. With the hard cut, just drag the beginning of the second clip together with the first clip. Now when you play, you have this simple cut in between the clips. Remember, a simple clean cut can shape a powerful story. This is one of my favorite cutting methods. I use this all the time in my vlogs and sometimes in my talking head videos. Jump cuts are used mostly to give the impression of moving through time by skipping ahead. In a timeline, we have a long take of me fixing the camera. When you look at it, it's somewhere 2 minutes and we don't want the 2 minutes to be in the final video. I'm going to take my player to exactly this part when I walk in, Command B, then I'm going to delete this part. I don't need it anymore. Then I'll take my player to somewhere here, make a cut on that side. Then I want, when I'm fixing the lens on the camera, I'm going to cut exactly on that side too and delete this middle part. I don't need that. Then make a cut once again on this side. From here, I'm going to skip it to when I'm opening this Command B to make a cut and delete this middle part. So when you look at it, we are trying to delete frames in between these clips, creating that jump cut look. And I'm going to speed this part and play the final video for you guys. So now when you look in the timeline, I have somewhere 15 seconds. I was able to cut a lot out. Now when I play and show you, it's going to have this nice jump cut that you can use in your edits. From here, one trick you can go about this, just select all the file, Option or Alt G to create a compound clip of it. Take your player to the starting frame of it, drop a keyframe on transform. Then I will take it somewhere close to the ending and I can increase that a bit. Now when I play, it's going to have the jump cut and also have this continuous zoom in on the screen. The J cut is probably the most common cutting method, just as the L cut, which we'll be talking about next. When it comes to the J cut, the audio of the incoming clip will come in first before the visuals, and that will give you the J kind of look in the timeline. In the timeline, I have these 2 clips. Right click on the incoming clip, then go to Extract Audio. From here, what I'll do is I'll turn off the track magnet, so when I trim the video, it's not going to snap together. I can trim the beginning of the video, then I can select both file and drag it next to this very clip. So now when you look, it's giving us this J shape in the timeline. Now when I play,
and before I hit outdoors, I just want to put this out there. We are in the middle of,
you can see how smooth that makes it. This is the opposite of the J-cut method. This is when the audio from the previous shot continues into the next shot, giving you the L shape in the timeline. So in the timeline, I have these 3 clips. Right click on the first clip, then go to Extract Audio. This time around, I'm going to trim the ending of this very clip. Now when you look, it's going to give us this L shape in the timeline.
To the end of the year. All right, guys, see you on the other side.
Cutting on action, or which I call it action cut, is when you make the cut in the middle of an action. It can feel a bit odd when you don't cut on the action. In the timeline, I have this 3 sequence of me doing the same action. So with the first clip, I'm going to cut exactly when I'm about to sit down, take my player there, then Command B to make a cut on that side. Then I can delete this part. Then from the incoming clip, I'm going to go exactly when I'm about to sit. From here, I can just press Command B to make a cut, and then I'm going to delete this part. Now when I play and show you, you can see we cut on the action, making it really smooth. From here also, when I'm about to cross my leg, I can make a cut, Command B, and delete this part. Then with the wide, when I'm about to cross my leg once again, I can make a cut, Command B, and delete this part. Now when I play and show you guys, right on the action, we cut. Then also right on the action, we cut again, making it really smooth. By the way, my CapCut course is 50% off for Black Friday until November 30th. If you're ready to take your editing to the next level, now is the perfect time. Link will be in the description below. A montage is a series of short clips shown one after another to tell a story. It usually has no talking. I use it in my vlog editing to show someone going through a change or transformation. In the timeline, I have short clips of me getting ready to step outdoors. This is perfect for montage. You can see the transformation of the character. This is few frames, this is few frames, this is few frames of me getting ready and then walking outdoors. It can also be a sequence of a different location. Now when I play and show you guys how it looks like, it's gonna have this nice montage, making it engaging and smooth to watch. Most of the time, I like it to rhyme with the song. So let me turn the song on, and now when I play and you listen to it, this is not really a single cut, but I like to group them together. Wide shows the surroundings of a scene. Medium shows the character clearly and also some background. Close-up shows just the face or small details. These three simple cuts combined together gives clarity to your scene. In the timeline, I have wide, medium, and also close-up with the details of me pressing my phone. With the normal pattern, I always start with the wide, then I go to medium, and then I end with close-up. Once you understand how to use the wide, medium, and close-up shots, you can easily interchange them to make your scene more dynamic and engaging. For example, we can start with the close-up, then we're going to continue with the wide. Let me delete the medium. So the close-up is going to show the details, what's going on. Then the wide is going to show exactly the environment that I'm in. I recommend learning the normal shot pattern before experimenting and breaking it. There are other cuts too, like the smash cut, the match cut, and also the cross cut. But these are my top 7 that every editor should know. Alright guys, catch you in the next one. Peace.